What's up, guys? We're back again with some Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind, and yeah, that's what we end up doing this time.
Sarah, a moment, please.
Did she call me Sarah? I'm not Sarah, sorry.
You made it. Good. We have a great deal to talk about in a short period of time.
Where is Hallinger?
In a clearing to the southeast, but that can wait. I trust you've seen what Hallinger and I were growing in there. Moon sugar. In its raw form. It's a crude narcotic, but if you refine it, it becomes something truly odious. Skooma.
If you hate Skooma, why were you helping him grow moon sugar?
I had to be sure he could do it. Moon sugar is temperamental. No one's been able to grow it here in Vardenfell. Until Hallinger. I need you to take the notes you found to Captain Bethis in Seyda Neen. Tell him everything. He'll handle the rest.
Why can't you tell him yourself?
It's complicated. I was a member of House Redwin's Narcotics Oath Bureau. I made some very serious mistakes. If I brought this tip to Captain Bethis, he would ignore me. But he has no reason to distrust you. Please, do this for me, Sarah.
Who the hell's Sarah? Why she keep calling me that? Anyway, how did you get kicked out of the Oath Bureau?
I'd rather not discuss it. Suffice it to say that the Skooma trade offers many dark incentives. Especially for undercover officers. It's easy to cross the line. Too easy. Hopefully this arrest and seizure will help me make amends.
What makes Skooma so dangerous?
If you'd ever taken it, you'd know. Skooma is a powerful hallucinogen. Addictive, deadly, and cheap. Lethal overdoses are routine in Morrowind. Once it's got its hooks in you, you'll do anything to get it. Steal, rape, kill, whatever.
And you think Hallinger plans to manufacture this drug?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter. He's developed a method to grow vast quantities of moon sugar in Vardenfell. That's a dangerous skill. Too dangerous. Can you imagine what would happen if the Kimona Tong crime family got hold of his notes?
I see your point.
Harlinger is no Daedric prince, but his work could be just as destructive. Please, just do the right thing.
I mean, sure, why not?
Yeah.
What's over here?
You are kind to check up on Hallinger, but this one is fine. Again, thank you.
Felora's not coming. She was an undercover agent. She urged me to inform on you to the authorities.
What? How could she? Why would she do that? Hallinger is no threat to anyone.
Skooma is no threat?
Skooma? No. Hallinger does not make skooma. My sister and cousin were both addicts. This one would never make such a thing. I only grow moon sugar, Walker. For personal use, you see. You would not ruin a life over such a thing, would you?
You really don't intend to distribute? That was a huge crop.
Hey, Hallinger has huge appetites. A little sugar in the morning to start the day, a little in the evening to soothe the soul. Moon sugar is a beautiful thing, my friend. The Riddlethar's gift to all Khajiit. Is the pursuit of pleasure really so bad?
I mean, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'm a lie. No, it's fine. I would never inform on a friend.
Hallinger is glad you agree. This one just needs to gather his belongings. Then he will be on his way.
I don't think so, buddy.
Yeah!
How far is this? I guess not far.
Yeah!
But I still gotta go up to the freaking mines.
Not now, citizen. I'm up to my armpits in problems today.
A Khajiit named Hallinger is growing moon sugar in San Cipriu. I think I butchered the living crap out of that. But okay, here's the proof.
Harlingier? I thought him a clueless sugar sop. If he's managed to grow moon sugar here in Vardenfell, he's more cunning than he seems. Make no mistake, we'll find him. The Tribunal thanks you for your help, Outlander. Take this as your reward.
Thank you.
Did you need something else? A skooma baron you'd like to report, perhaps? No? Then move along.
Falora Uvileth, uncover Hallinger's activities.
Falura? That skooma fiend can barely put her trousers on straight, let alone conduct an investigation like this. You must be mistaken.
No, she told me about her indiscretions. She was hoping this might help her make amends.
Difficult to say. If I had my way, she'd be hanging from the nearest tree. I'll pass it on to my contacts in the Oath Bureau. I will be honest, though, her chances are very slim.
Well, good to know. Let's see, where am I headed to? No, not there yet. Let's go over here instead.
Yeah.
I never played the first Morrowind, so I don't really have anything to compare this game to. You know, so I mean, I think it's beautiful the way it's all set up and everything. But like I said, the first Morrowind on it was like this. Go away. Let's go inside. Ebenezer substance requirements. No. I was trying to loot. Let me loot. Don't let anyone else see this. No, not even our comrades can be trusted. We've got to give his this one up coin isn't worth our lives. You haven't seen it yet, what I've seen, but they're talking about sending us back in to try to deal with the mass, and believe me, they won't be paying enough for that. Problem is, Ruthann has some real loyalists in our ranks. They'll kill us if we try to run to our elite. Got a plan though. Lemma? Where let's go with Lemma is making the squads and planning the route. We'll get ourselves split from the rest and then make a break for it. If this is as bad as if I hear it is, they'll probably just assume we died and never come looking for us. We can always find work somewhere else. I mean, can't do that. Okay. Oh, okay. The hell's that purple smoke? Oh, beautiful. Go, 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 go. Fingers frozen, turning black like ebon stone. If you find this message, send help. Cannot feel anything. Nice spelling, my friend. Your noises. Master Within, you'll be happy to hear that your scheme is working perfectly well. Maybe not perfectly, but well enough. The most recent batch of laborers came in yesterday. They were a sluggish bunch, worried too, but the promise of a new more drakes got them moving. They should make a fine bunch. That alchemist of yours, Gaviers, is it? He set up shop in an old Daedric ruin. You should see it. Haven't been around that many bottles and burners since my days in the skooma trade. Wow, you guys are all about the skooma trade and stuff. He says he's working on some variation of the formula. You might want to ask him about it, boss. The air in his lab has gotten thick as my auntie's moral pride. I don't know what the hell that is. Foreman knocks. Was that me that made that? Yeah, okay. Let's go this way. Staying away from that purple smoke. Oh, that's a long one. I'm not reading that. And yeah, okay. And great. You did not jump. Okie dokie, let's go left, I guess. Run, Forrest, run! Alright, where you at? Okay, guess I can't get you. I know him. I mean, I don't know his name, but I know him. Shouldn't he have like a dog here? Is he the one with the dog? Can't remember. Nothing to loot. Damn. What the hell did they do to all of you? Subject K-14 died of head trauma some hours after the mercenaries restrained her, administered the formula, but transposition was not successful. This confirms my hypothesis. Blood pressure must remain consistent until the last possible moment. Death prior to infusion results in only partial transposition. This explains some of our previous failures. A powerful sedative could reduce premature death. Most conduct more trials. Wow, it's a lot. So what's over here? More purple fart. Run. Oh, there? Nothing? Okay. Run. There you go. That's what I wanted to happen.
I don't recognize you. You've made a terrible mistake in coming here. Do you feel it yet? The cold rush through your veins, the stiffness in your joints. Only a matter of time now. Only a matter of time.
Tell me what's going on here.
You really haven't figured it out. You're denser than those stone fiends. Master Rethan brought me on to study a Daedric text, a formula for turning living flesh into a substance akin to ebony. Not a perfect match, but close enough.
And you lost control of it.
Something like that. But what does it matter? I'll be frozen solid soon, black as midnight. A commodity, nothing more. Ironic. You mean to rob me, I suppose. The scroll's just there. Have a care with it. Wealth always comes at a price.
Is there no cure for this affliction?
None. Well, none that I've discovered anyway. I speak modestly when I say that if there was a cure, I would have found it already.
So you've given up?
I guess I could squander my remaining hours searching for a remedy, but I'm an alchemist, a daedrologist. We don't trouble ourselves with things like hope. I leave that nonsense to priests and children, mentally ill.
Why would you agree to this?
What? Afflicting all these miners? Oh, spare me your crude moral outrage. They were wastrels, laborers that were too ignorant or too lazy to find work anywhere else. This is as meaningful a contribution as they were likely to make.
You have no remorse?
None. I'd invite you to kill me, but given that I'll be dead soon anyway, it's hardly worth the effort.
How did you become afflicted?
Why do you even care? Oh, fine. I altered the formula, turning the liquid decoction into a vapor. It proved to be very effective. Unfortunately, it was nearly impossible to contain. Hence, this.
You idiot. Run. Oh, jeez. Well, that was interesting. Okay. Shroom beetle. Shroom.
Ah, I'm glad to see you made it back in one piece. So, what have you learned? Anything?
An alchemist named Gavros was turning miners into some kind of false ebony.
What? Well, that sounds ghastly. To think that my own brother would be capable of such a thing. We must move quickly. Did you find any evidence? I'll need something concrete if I'm to convince the Hlalu trade barons to intercede.
This is the Daedric formula Gavros was using.
Well done. I have a final task for you, if you're willing. I must take this to the trade baron, Councillor Riveth. He's staying at the Balmora Inn. Alas, Benna has many contacts in town. If he hears that I'm meeting Riveth, he may try to flee.
What would you have me do?
Travel to the Rethan Manor House and detain Benna. Once I've explained matters to Riveth, he'll send Hlalu constables to collect my brother. After this, I'll ask nothing more of you. You have my word.
You really had no idea that was going on in the mine?
That the men I worked tirelessly to hire were being used as fodder for some vile experiment? Absolutely not. It's appalling. Why would I have sent you to discover what was going on if I already knew?
You said you handled the hiring. Did you hire Gavros?
Yes, I hired him at my brother's insistence. Something about valuable books and scrolls found in the shrine. We planned to sell them off once Gavros translated them. That's what I thought, anyway. Wait, Gavros is still alive?
He's dead, killed by his own formula.
I see. That is unfortunate. But I suppose that's the risk you take when you start brewing foul decoctions and poisoning innocent miners.
How long will you be meeting with this councilman, Riveth?
Not long. He tends to be brusque. Once I've explained the situation, he'll waste no time bringing Benna in for questioning. It will be brief, I assure you.
What do you think council will do to Benner?
They will punish him. Severely. He'll definitely lose his share of the estate and the ebony mine. He may even lose his life. In either case, I'll have to bear the weight of our family assets alone.
Sounds a little bit too planned. Just like, yeah, so he's gonna die, but I'm gonna get everything else. Watch out, Screamer Lover.
The last piece of the puzzle. Time to tie up loose ends.
The hell do you mean time to die? The hell did I do to you? Our work is almost complete. Remain watchful. With any luck, the adventurer I contributed will clean out the remaining stone abomination, so we can begin again. This time without Benar. Mocking things up, tie off all loose ends, and make sure it looks like they killed each other. If needs to be convincing enough for the council. When your work is done, meet me at my residence in Balmora. I'll have further instructions for you and your first payment as promised. This will to be a I can't pronounce that, lucrative, I guess, endeavor, my dear. Don't fail me, so I was right. It seemed like, you know, everything was tied up to that guy. Run, horsey, run. Step on it.
You don't appear to be holding my drink, so I'm sure I have no interest in you. Off with you.
Wow, thank you. You mentioned my Lord Rethan. You must be Council Raven.
I am. Young Mahler and I were talking about the sudden success of his mining enterprise, built on some irregularities that I'd prefer not to discuss. Not that it's any of your business. Who are you? Why are you meddling in Hlalu business?
I doubt Muller gave you a true account. I found these orders of an assassination sent to kill me.
My. This is damning. Dear Mahler tried to hang this whole business around his brother's neck. And yours. A prudent, albeit sloppy affair. House Hlalu can ill afford such a scandal, and I hate to be lied to. Kill Mahler, and I will reward you.
I won't make any promises. Why don't you want him to taken alive?
What would I do with him? Chain him to a post? His life no longer serves the house's interests. I don't expect an outlander to understand, but this needs to be done. Honestly, I doubt he'll give you a choice in the matter.
Where can I find him?
His city residence, I expect, just across the river. Do be quick about this. I'm anxious to be done with a brother's Rethan.
Did Muller give you the scroll?
No. What scroll? Don't tell me there's more to this fetching disaster.
The scroll contains a formula that can turn people into false ebony stone.
Does it now? Listen carefully. Don't breathe a word of this to anyone else. If Marla has this formula on him, bring it to me. The reward will be significant. We cannot let this get out, and we cannot let it fall into the wrong hands.
Alright, what will the House of do about the situation?
By the three, what a mess. I'll put some of my Oathman on it. Oathman I can trust. If we can clear out the riffraff, it might be salvageable. If not, we'll simply collapse the thing. Better to bury it than let some fool stumble upon Marla's folly.
Okie dokie. What's over here?
Yes, please. If you just listen. I'm in need of a strong set of legs, traveler. And you look like one capable of protecting yourself. Will you aid an old Mer in one last task?
How can I help you?
I have an obligation to my family. No, a duty of utmost importance. But I have grown too feeble to fulfill it. If you would take this memory stone to the few places of significance in my life, I will pay you well.
What is a memory stone?
It allows one to archive memories for future generations. I hope to do this for my children, who have grown estranged. Invoke my stone at the locations I've marked on your map, and the memories I wish to archive will manifest.
Alright, I'll use your memory stone as requested.
I thank you for your aid.
There's another one over here.
Do you make a habit of randomly accosting people while they fish?
What were you and your father arguing about?
I don't see how that's any of your business. I've nothing to say to my father or those his Telvanni master employs.
Your father works with Telvanni?
Whatever this is about, it's no concern of mine. My father managed to leave me out of his life. He can leave me out of his problems, too. You want to talk? My sister Neria works the stables. She tolerates my father's business better than I do.
Well, aren't you a nice person? Okay, let's first end this mission. Alright, you bastard. Just for what you did, I'm gonna steal your stuff and I'm gonna kill you. Oh no, I'm a vampire. I have no reflection. Oh, that was another player.
You! How did you... I'll finish this myself.
No, you won't. And that's about it, right? Nothing else to steal.
Quietly now. Is it finished?
Mother's Renan, whatever, is dead.
Well then, this unfortunate little tale comes to an end. I've already dispatched some of my best agents to clean up Rethon Manor. We'll tend to Marla's apartment and the mine next. Well done. Now, what of this mysterious scroll?
I have it here.
Excellent. Best hand it over to me. Something so dangerous should not fall into the wrong hands. House Thlalu can keep it safe, or destroy it if we deem it necessary. This will earn you some favor with our house. I'll even double your pay.
Ah, damn it, you know how to get to me. Here.
You've proven to be a reliable assistant. House Thlalu values reliability. I would say it's been a pleasure, but this whole affair has left me with quite a headache. Still, I may call upon you again in the future. Here, double pay as promised.
Awesome. Well, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, and see you guys all next time. Laters.